Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Abigail and I'm a mum, a wife and nurse manager. So I've been missing in action for I'd say about 2 weeks now at this stage. Apologies for that. There's been a lot of things going on in the background that I've been working on and still working on. But don't worry, I will let you in on it and keep you updated as soon as I can. Probably in the next couple of weeks or so. But today I'm going to talk about the different routes of entry into the nursing degree program for if you're living in the Republic of Ireland. So if you are a teenager looking for your career path and you're going into nursing and you're looking for your route to get in, or if you are in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s and you've always been interested in going into nursing and trying to figure out a route to get into the nursing degree program, or if you are a healthcare assistant or a support worker and your work involves some sort of context in the nursing field and you're looking for a route to get in, absolutely this video is definitely for you. If you have any questions, thoughts or comments, leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button for more videos. What are you waiting for? And don't forget to turn on your bell notification so that you don't miss another one of my videos. Stay tuned. So welcome back guys. The first route of entry that I'm going to talk about is your Leaving Certificate exam. It is the final exam of secondary school that you sit in the Republic of Ireland, and it is the equivalent of your GCSEs in the UK or your WAEC in Nigeria. So you basically have to sit an exam in 6 subjects and your results for all 6 subjects are combined in order to get a final score or final points for your Leaving Cert. The Leaving Certificate route is the most straightforward and definitive way of getting into the nursing degree program in the Republic of Ireland. The reason I say definitive is because once you meet the requirements and the points stated by the various universities, you are more than likely going to be offered a place on the nursing degree program. And in terms of requirements, a lot of them, I'm sure all of them actually, require you to have English, maths and at least assigned subjects as part of the subjects that you've completed for your Leaving Certificate exam. So once you get the points and all the requirements by the various universities, you will more than likely be offered a place. And that is why I say it is the most straightforward and definitive way of getting into the nursing degree program once you meet those requirements and the points stated. And in terms of points, the points can vary in different parts of the country. You could have a look on the Trinity College website and the points to get into nursing might be 450. You could look at the points in NUI Galway and the points could be 470. You could look at DCU in Dublin as well and the points could be 460. So it varies all over the country, but as long as you meet the points and the requirements for the course or university that you've chosen, you will more than likely be offered a place. So just to backtrack a little bit, you use the results of the points from your Leaving Certificate exam to apply to the CAO system, which is the system used to apply to third level education in the Republic of Ireland. And also with the CAO system in Ireland, you get to pick 10 universities to put into your application. So definitely fill up the 10 spaces in your application so that you have more of an option for when offers are being given. Now, if you're interested in going to study nursing in the UK, you can also use your Leaving Certificate results to apply to the UCAS system, which is the equivalent of the CAO system in Ireland. With the UCAS system, you complete the application, you put in your Leaving Certificate results and any other qualifications that you may have, and also put in a personal statement as to why you're suitable to be chosen for the course, or actually, and any experience that you might have as well. It will all help with your application on the UCAS system to get into a nursing degree program in a university in the UK. Now also with the UCAS system, you get to put in 5 universities of your choice into the application in hopes that you get offers in the most suitable place for you. But definitely fill in 5 universities so that at least you have the option for when the time comes for offers. If you're looking to go and study nursing in the UK, it is important that you look at the different rules in terms of finance and fees and stuff in the different countries within the UK, because this can vary depending on where you go. I know in Northern Ireland, with some of the universities, I think they have an agreement with the Republic of Ireland and the SUSI grant system, which is the financial grant system in the Republic of Ireland. I think you can still get some sort of assistance from the Republic of Ireland in terms of your tuition fees as well as maintenance grant for some of the universities in Northern Ireland. And if you're going to England, Scotland or Wales, you probably won't get assistance with the tuition fees from SUSI in the Republic of Ireland, but you can still avail of a maintenance grant depending on your circumstances. So definitely look into these things before you go to any of the countries in the UK, and make sure that you pick a place that suits you, so that you're not stuck or you're not burdened with finances and things like that. But definitely look into it. Two of my sisters have utilized the UCAS system in the UK as well, and it's worked well for them. But so that's the route anyway with the leaving certificate. So the next route that I'm going to talk about is the PLC course, which is available in various colleges of further education in the Republic of Ireland. It's actually the route that I went through, and I found it quite useful in terms of kind of confirming to me that this is what I want to do and that I want to pursue a career in nursing, because I had the opportunity to go on clinical placement, and I had the opportunity to do more specific modules related to nursing. So it kind of helped me kind of confirm my decision that this is what I want to do. So in that regard, I found the PLC course quite useful, although it's not the most straightforward way of getting into nursing, and it's not the most definitive way of getting into nursing, but that's the route that I went through. So depending on which college of further education you go to, some facilitate 9 modules, some facilitate 10, some facilitate 12. I did 12 modules in my PLC course. So basically what happens is you complete all your modules, whatever the number is in the college that you're attending, and you need a distinction in 5 of those modules, if I am not mistaken. It's been a while. You need 5 distinctions anyway. So once you get those 5 distinctions, to be honest with you, it doesn't matter if you get a distinction in everything else. All you need is the 5 distinctions in order to be eligible to be put into the application system. So basically, it's like a lottery system. There are limited places in the universities in Ireland for students coming in via the PLC route, and it's something like 4 places per university. So it's very small. Priorities given to the students coming in from the leaving cert. So basically, once you meet the requirements, which is 5 distinctions, and you get a merit and everything else, then you're put into this system. It's like a lottery system. It's not fair, but that's the way it works, and that's the way it is at the moment. Hopefully that changes over time to give more people an opportunity to get into university for the nursing degree program. But at the moment, that's the way it is. You go into a lottery system basically and hope that you get an offer from one of the universities. So with your results from the PLC course, you also apply through the CAO system, and you also have the opportunity to pick 10 universities. So don't make this mistake of just picking your random number like 3 or 4. Fill in the whole thing. Fill in all the universities in Ireland, put them all in there, so that you open up your chances and your options, so that you're not stuck with not getting an offer, especially being through the PLC course and it being a lottery system and having limited places in universities. You don't want to kind of minimize your chances. So definitely fill in the 10 slots for the universities on the CAO system, and hopefully you get a place. But like I mentioned with the UCAS system, you can also use your PLC results to apply to through the UCAS system to get into university in the UK. I know of many people that have done this. Now I know it depends on your personal situation and if you can travel, and maybe you have kids and you have some family ties and stuff like that, but it's just an option. If it's something that you can do, absolutely you can apply through the UCAS system with your PLC course results. And again, just apply the same principle. Make sure that you look at different parts of the UK and make sure that things in terms of finances and financial assistance and tuition fees and stuff like that, make sure you look into that before you decide on where you want to apply to in the UK. And if it's not something that's really an issue with you, then absolutely apply everywhere in the UK. But again, I think you only get to pick 5 universities. So yeah. So the next route I'm going to talk about is applying as a mature student. So as a mature student, you still have to apply through the CAO system as well. And make sure you indicate that you're a mature student. You also have to put in a personal statement and any qualifications that you have to date. Also, it's very important that you apply in January of the year that you want to start. Don't do it any later than that, because you may encounter problems. Some universities won't consider your application if you put in a late application. They can see that. And also, if you've used the change of mind application, they probably won't consider your application either. So definitely think about what you want to do in time and get your application in as early as possible, which is in January, in order to be considered and to kind of minimize any issues that you may encounter along the way. So again, with your application, you need to look at the different universities in Ireland and make sure that there isn't any specific requirements that they need, or that you don't need to contact them directly as well as applying on the CAO. Just look into all those kind of things before you put in your application. And definitely, like I said with the previous routes, there is space for 10 universities. So make sure you put in 10 universities into your application to maximize your options, so that you maximize your chances of getting an offer from at least one of the colleges or the universities that you put into your CAO application form. Also, make sure to tick the mature applicant box in the qualification and assessment section. It's very easy to miss that box, so make sure you tick it. And anyway, I'm going to leave a link in the description box below of kind of the guidance of how to fill in the CAO application as a mature student. As well as completing the CAO, you have to apply through the Public Appointment Services as well, which is a service or system that you have to apply through as a mature student if you're trying to go into nursing in Ireland. So basically, it's like an aptitude test that you have to do, as well as applying through the CAO. There are lots of resources online that you can avail of to kind of prepare you for this test. It's basically on verbal, numerical tests and job simulation exercises. So there are things online that you can look into to kind of prepare you for this. Honestly, don't think like you're going back in to do the Leaving Cert again or doing, it's basically like an aptitude test, if I'm honest. I've never done it before, but I have an idea of it. Don't let it scare you and don't be afraid of it. There are things that you can look into and people that you can talk to before you go in for this test, and it's done in April of every year. But you must have completed your CAO application on time before you apply through to this Public Appointment Service for the aptitude test. I will leave a link of the Public Appointment Service website in the description box below if it's something that you're interested in, or if it's a route that you're looking to go through. The final route that I'm going to talk about is sponsorship through the Public Health Service. So basically, you have to be a healthcare assistant or some sort of a care worker that has some involvement in the nursing context. But basically, you need to be working in a clinical kind of environment and as a healthcare assistant or a support worker in the nursing context to be able to avail of this sponsorship. You need to be working in a public hospital or a HSE facility to be able to avail of this sponsorship. So it could be a care home run by the HSE or a hospital organization or a disability service, or if you are working in a maternity hospital, then you can avail of this. So the process starts with your manager. You need to have a good service record, in which I actually talked a lot about in my very first video of how I went from a healthcare assistant to a nurse manager. I will leave a link in the description box below. You can have a look at that in your own time. So basically, you need to have a good service record and you must have 2 years experience of working in the clinical area, as well as actually you must be over 23 years of age as well. There are some situations where you won't be eligible to go through this route. For example, if you are currently doing a pre-registration nursing course, or if you have deferred a place that you've been offered, or if you have withdrawn from a course within the last 5 years. So any of these things will deem you ineligible. So other than this, you can get the ball rolling by talking to your ward manager, and your ward manager will be able to guide you on what to do next. But the process is really similar to that of applying as a mature student, except your organization will probably be affiliated with a particular university. While you're studying the 4-year nursing degree program, if you're going through the sponsorship route by the Public Health Service, then your basic salary will be paid throughout those 4 years of your study as well. But of course, get the kind of the in-depth details from your organization or your management, but you will get your basic salary while you're studying. And once you've completed the 4-year degree course, then you will have to pay back 5 years of service to your organization, which I think is fair. If they're going to pay for your course and sponsor you to go to a university for nursing and then pay you your basic salary as well while you're studying that, I think it's only fair that you give back 5 years of service to the organization. So that's it, guys. I hope something from all the information that I've given to you today has been somewhat helpful. I hope you've been able to kind of pick up one or two things that might be useful for you in terms of deciding on what route you want to go through and which one's going to be suitable for you. If you have any thoughts, questions, or comments, do leave them in the comment section below, or you can reach out to me on Instagram at DNurseAbigail. I'll leave the details of my Instagram in the description box below. And if you like my video, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button for more videos, and don't forget to turn on your bell notification so that you don't miss another one of my videos. Take care, guys.